So Andrzej here from KitGuru. We're at Thermaltake headquarters with Leo. Leo, what are we looking at?
Okay, you're looking at upcoming case. We're about to launch this. You have seen it firsthand last year at Computex, a prototype, the level 20. Now we have something behind this level 20, the whole entire series. That's what we have been doing secretly under the table. Now you prepare to show it to everyone at this Computex 2018.
So when will this product launch? When will it physically be in the shops, do you expect?
We are expecting to launch the entire series during Q3 around probably July, August.
Okay, Leo, you talked about a range. What exactly are we looking at?
Okay, the first on my right-hand side over here is the level 20 GT. So it's an RGB plus version that comes with 220 Ring Plus RGB in the front and then 114 in the back. So it's all software control and tempered glass panel all around it. And then it's like a miniature of the original level 20.
So one thing we noticed on this chassis is slightly different. What's unusual about this one?
Okay, when we first introduced the vertical GPU mount, and then over these past 2 years, people have been questioning about, can I do a SLI build on the vertical GPU mount? So for the first time in the full tower chassis, okay, you get that option to do a SLI build because we had made this PCIe bracket at the back modular. So you can actually rotate the PCIe bracket from traditional way or horizontally to vertically. So you can actually mount your GPUs in a vertical form in SLI ways.
And is that so? That's a special panel that you provide.
Yes, this is a pattern design in level 20 GT case only. So you won't see this design anywhere else or any other brands. It will be launching in Q3. The price you're looking at is MSRP USD 289 for the RGB version, and it's a standard version at 189 with one ring fan at the back.
So the full version comes with how many fans?
220s in the front and 114 in the back. And then the next one, it's a micro case, cube case, and you can see the shadow of Core V21 behind it. And then it's pretty much exactly the same without the perforator panel. And instead of the perforator panel, we have tempered glass panel all around it, a different panel design. Inside the structure, we have divided this case into upper chamber and lower chamber. Okay, so the upper chamber is for your motherboard, graphic card, and your cooling solutions. Okay, for the lower chambers, we have offered you your power supply and your hard drives. And then something really interesting about this case is actually rotate the case and then flip your front panel around, so you can actually divide the chamber from left to right or right to left, and depends on how you situate your setup at home. It's all about personal choice. We're giving that choice to the users. So this is the level 20 VT, and then we'll be launching in Q3 as well, and then we're giving you a standard 200mm black fan in the front, and the MSRP for this will be $99. And then to the right, you get the little fridge. Over here is the level 20 XT, and you can see our Core X9 shadow behind this. So which exactly is pretty much the internal structure is pretty much the same. And then we have changed the panel design and add some little twists and just. And then you're expecting this MSRP to be $199. So what we have done is actually change the frame. Okay, and the front panel, and then some little bit different structure to it. So you can oversee here, you can actually fit 220 in the front, and there's a tempered glass panel in the front, and on the top is the tempered glass panel, and on two sides. And then the internal structure is fully modular, and then for your crazy liquid cooling solutions, you can outfit 240 on the top radiators, and then two at the baseline. So it's also divided into upper chamber and lower chamber, and then this can house up to extended ATX motherboard. Big as the case, the size, doesn't matter what fan I give you, won't be satisfied. So we only give you a standard fan at the back, so you can do your own configuration with the cooling ventilation.
So this is really aimed at the pure modder, the guy who wants to create his own, or girl who wants to create their own system bespoke.
Indeed. And then the MSRP for this is 199 USD.
That's a pretty large chamber you've got behind you there, Leo. What's going on?
Okay, you're in our Thermaltake Lab here, and then over here you can see our cooling chamber. And then this thing, that's what we use to test all the thermal ventilation for cases, coolers, power supplies. So once we made a design, we'll do a prototype. And once we do the prototype, we'll set it up and then throw into this chamber, and we can actually set the environment temperature inside this chamber.
What does it look like on the inside? So Leo, what kind of testing do you do inside a chamber?
Okay, for standard tests, we'll be doing like a 26 degrees Celsius. For that's an average environment that normal people get in the house. Okay, and then for extreme tests, we'll go below 0. And then for extreme heat tests, we'll go up to like 40 degree to 50 degrees Celsius to see how everything runs. And then we will, from that, from the stats and numbers, we understand what will need to be adjusted.
So would you try all the different variations on the chassis, on the fans? Would you try in at the front, in at the top, out of the back? Do you guys try all the combinations?
Yes, we'll do different combination to it. We'll first set it up as no fan, and then start to add fans into it, and then depends on the size of the fan or so, the variation between different size fans, and then the variation between if you pull in from the front, exhaust from the back, or exhaust from the top, or different combinations.
So when you guys choose 120, 140 or 200 mil, you've got a very definite reason for doing it.
Yes, that's correct.
And how much advantage does a pair of twin 200s at the front have over something like a single 14?
Well, I'll give you a much more aeration. It's quieter. It's not as, the speed, it's not, because the Riing RGB fan, Riing Plus, it's high static pressure. So it actually helps to push the air through. So you don't really need that high RPM, and that some of people, they're really concerned about the noise. So that's why we designed the 220 in the front and give you that nice look as well.
Every now and then, a manufacturer decides it wants to showcase its greatest products. That's exactly what the View 91 is. The Thermaltake engineers have built their latest products all into one massive chassis with crystal clear tempered glass on the front and side.
Hello everyone, this is Alvin. I work for Thermaltake. I'm in charge of the cooling and stuff like water cooling, notebook cooling, air cooling, and the fan. And of course the TTRG Plus software team. I'm the leader right now. So I'm going to introduce you the TTRG Plus software first, and our new fan just launched at Computex Ring Trio, 3 independent RGB LED ring fan. And also we call the Pacific R1, the memory cover, which is RGB, and the TTRGB Plus software support as well. Now you see this is first time you can see on KitGuru. We are going to official launch this product called the Ring Trio next Tuesday, the first day of the Computex. As you can see, normally you can know the Ring Plus fan from Thermaltake is the 1 ring, 12 addressable LED. But for this fan, we call it Trio because it has a 3 independent ring around the fan. Front is a 1, on the back is a 2nd, around the hub in the central is a 3. So you can see there is a 30 addressable LED in one fan. Use the TTRGB Plus software, you can digitally control the 30 LED, run a special effect like a gaming or wave, or sound control, even the AI voice control. You control the 30 LED in one time. So for someone you already own an RGB memory, or you don't like RGB memory, or you won't buy RGB memory but you own the standard one, now Thermaltake give you an option here. Now you can see this is the new one. The first time we show them to the KitGuru, right? And we're going to show this on the first day of the Computex. This one is a memory cover. For someone give you an option if you own a standard memory without RGB and you want to buy RGB one, but you don't want to spend too much money. This one is the best solution for you because it can cover, you can compatible any RAM you can find on the market. Even you own a RGB memory, you still can buy one because we have TTRGB Plus software support. Our own ecosystem provide you more than 10 lighting effects, including AI voice control. For this Ring Trio and the R1 cover, that will be available around Q3 this year. And for Ring Trio, the MSRP right now is $129. And then for R1, it's around like 49 to 59. If you're lucky enough to come to Computex, remember, visit the Thermaltake booth. We will prepare the View 91 and all the RGB new product there. And come visit us. We got plenty of RGB Plus and the new software function like TT RGB Plus voice control waiting for you.